Hi, it is Pastor Trish, Friday night, the last day of July. I am out and about a little bit, so not quite at the right time, but we'll do an evening devotion together whenever you might find time to spend a few minutes with me. I hope that those minutes are good use of your time. We are on Psalm 44 as we finish out our week, and I tried to get the sun not to shine in my eyes and it didn't work. Came out from under the clouds. At any rate, this particular psalm is an interesting psalm because it's the first of 11 psalms in the entire book that is a communal psalm of lament. And so this is the first time we hear a community crying out to God and basically yelling at God, and they don't mince words, as you will hear. The psalm starts out, the first about 8 verses, recounting when God has helped them in the past, when he has saved them in the past, and they give thanks and praise to God for that. But then they are like, but now God, listen up, you're not doing your job. And so that's what happens, and then there's a concluding prayer. When we read the psalm together, I'm actually going to start where it literally says, but now. And so I'll skip that first part with the praise and move into the lament or crying out. What I want you to hear in the psalm this evening, or to ponder with me for a few minutes, is that you will hear the psalmist, the community, proclaiming their innocence and saying there is no reason, basically, for you to be treating us this way, God. We are innocent. We have kept the covenant. Where are you in all of this? And I just invite you to think about that for a couple of minutes. Or, what do you think about that? The psalmist, the community proclaiming their innocence. I think my interpretation, or my thoughts about some of that, is there are people in this world who have every right to yell that at God, those who are oppressed, those who have been marginalized through no fault of their own, those who are on the outside or on the outskirts of our communities in so many ways, those who are born with so many obstacles in front of them that they never asked for. Where are you, God, in all of that? I also wonder if some of us, and I will count myself in that, if I sometimes become sanctimonious and say, I'm innocent, God, why are you doing this to me? And perhaps I haven't been keeping the covenant as well as I should. But I think perhaps our takeaway for this evening is God gives us permission to yell at him, to yell at God. God allows us to say whatever is on our mind, including frustration and anger and all those kinds of things. And so perhaps it's all okay in the end as well. So let's start with verse 9 and pray this psalm together to the end. God, right? Here's our cry out to God. But now you have rejected and humiliated us. You no longer accompany our armies. You made us retreat from our enemy, and our adversaries plunder us. You've handed us over like sheep for butchering, and you've scattered us among the nations. You've sold your people for nothing, not even bothering to set a decent price. You've made us a joke to all our neighbors. We've mocked and ridiculed by everyone around us. You've made us a bad joke to the nations, something to be laughed at by all people. I told you, they didn't mince words with God. All day long, our disgrace confronts us, and shame covers our face because of the voices of those who made fun of us and badmouth us, because of the enemy who is out for revenge. All of this has come upon us, but we have not forgotten you or broken your covenant. Our hearts haven't turned away, neither have our steps strayed from your way. But you have crushed us in the place where jackals live, covering us with deepest darkness. If we had forgotten the name of our God or spread out our hands to some strange deity, wouldn't God have discovered it? After all, God knows every secret of the heart. No, God, it's because of you that we are getting killed every day. It's because of you that we are considered sheep ready for the slaughter. Wake up. Why are you sleeping, God? Get up. Don't reject us forever. Why are you hiding your face, forgetting our suffering and our oppression? Look, we are going down to the dust and stomachs are flat on the ground. Stand up and help us. Save us for the sake of your faithful love. And